Today, we're talking about a super relevant subject, which is how do I stay motivated in the travel industry? So, if you're feeling challenged, you're feeling discouraged, a lot of times you can find yourself in that place when there's not a lot of community. Like in the olden days, back in the 80s and 90s, travel agencies actually had desks and it was a brick and mortar and you had friends and there was a community and there were training programs and there was that whole sense of being in the industry as a collaborative process, right? So most of us are operating from home-based businesses now. That's the new model. Everything's online. Everything's in this virtual environment, which is great I can work while I travel. I can work while I'm home. So that's amazing. But the negative on that side is sometimes you can get to a place where you don't know who to ask, or you're feeling discouraged, or you're feeling stuck. So how do you stay motivated? So I put together a couple tips for you guys. First one is make sure you're measuring your performance on a monthly basis, good, bad, or otherwise. Look, you're running a business. So you need to see when you're making increases and when you're making strides and congratulate yourself for that and feel good about that. But you also need to recognize if you're moving backwards or you're not where you want to be, and you don't have to feel bad about it, but you just have to make changes in your business. So measure your KPIs because it allows you to give yourself credit for how far you've come. And it also allows you to make tweaks and make adjustments because nothing will make you feel better about this business or continue to be motivated than when you are growing month after month after month. So when I talk about KPIs, key performance indicators, what does that mean? What is your close rate? What is your marketing spend? What's your return on investment on marketing? How many new clients did you add to your database this month? So those are the types of KPIs. You want to have a set of those, look at them every single month, have them in place, measure them, and then assess them, make tweaks, and that allows you to really take more control back in your business. It's the most important thing you can do. Secondly, when you have free time, don't freak out. Don't go into a scarcity environment where you're like, oh my God, I didn't make any sales yesterday. What am I going to do? That's not what you want to do. When you have free time, just use that to work on marketing activities or on things that are going to drive your business forward. So do you have a project we always have a list. The last week of every single month, we actually slate time to work on our business, not in our business. And that's really, really important. So, but if you're very new into this industry, or you don't have regular leads coming in, or you don't have that regularity of clients calling you every day yet, don't go to the place of, oh, this isn't working. You just have to work on your business to get your name out there more, get your real marketing plan in place, get people calling your phone, or work on organizing. You can have little projects that just need to get done through the course of the year. Do you have QuickBooks set up for your business? Don't let any of this overwhelm you. You can have a bookkeeper to do some of that stuff. But whatever that project list is, I've been meaning to update my logo. I need to find out, watch another one of Cyndi's live streams and figure out how I leverage social media for my business. So there's a million different things you can do to continue to educate yourself, projects you can work on, but that will help you stay motivated because you're working on your business. And sometimes the things that you do in that downtime, that's really what makes the difference in businesses growing or just sitting flat. Because if you just sit back, you throw up a website, you throw up a Facebook page, and you just expect leads to come into your business, I'm telling you right now, that's not how business works. It's not going to happen. So you have to have that methodical, thought out marketing plan. And marketing is one of those things you can be working on all the time. You can always do it better. You can always tweak it a little more. So work on that stuff during your downtime. The next one is protect your circle. What does that mean? Who's in your immediate circle? I always say check your favorites on your cell phone. Who are the 5 people on there? Are they people who fan your flames? Are they people that support you and encourage you? If not, you might have to grow your circle a little bit, right? You want to make sure that the people that are surrounding you and the people that you interact with most are supportive of your endeavor of working in travel, because this is a lifestyle. You've decided to make this your career. Even if it's a hobby right now for you, there's nothing wrong with that, to start as a hobby and then transition to a career. But you want people that support you and uplift you. And they don't even have to be in the same industry, but you want to think about who are the people closest to me. You are the average of the 5 people that surround you. So you need to kind of screen out the negative Nellies. There may be some in your friend group. There may be some in your family. It happens to all of us. You don't have to stop loving them or caring for them, but you want to limit your interactions, because if you've decided to be an entrepreneur, you've decided to be a business owner, you've decided to grow a travel business, this is one of those things where you need to keep yourself in a high vibration all the time. And, because you're climbing that next mountain to get to that place where you want your business to be. So make sure you're protecting your circle. The next one is, I love this one. I learned this from a mentor of mine years ago when I first started in the industry, way back in the 90s. Always be planning your next vacation. So if you've always wanted to go to Bali, you've always wanted to go to Dubai, you've always wanted to go to Mazatlan, whatever your dream trip is, even if you're not ready to get the credit card out and book it right now, be planning a piece of that big adventure. It reminds you why you're in this industry to begin with. And you can have that plan of, you know what, I am going to go to Bali. I'm going to make this happen. Let me do some research about resorts. Let me do some research on if I'm going to go, if they have travel agent discounts. That's our favorite, right? Always have that piece. So when you have a rough day or a stressful day, go to that virtual Bali vacation or start that planning process. Do a little piece here, a little piece there, because it reminds you what's fun about this industry and why you do it. So if you have a rough week or a rough month, just have those pieces in place to kind of get you back on track to raise that vibration. The other piece is have a strategy and goals. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What are you doing with your business? Now, there's no wrong answer. Some people run it as a hobby business that works for them, happy for them, and they do something else full time. Others want to do this as a lifestyle and do it full time all the time. And that's a beautiful, wonderful thing too. But you can't just say, I'd love to do that and just wait for it to flush out and see if it's going to happen. Because if you do that, it's not going to work. You have to say, a year from now, I want to be closing, I don't know, $20,000 a month in sales, or $50,000 a month, or $100,000, whatever your goal is. Or I want to be a six-figure agent, so I want to sell $1 million or more worth of travel every year. Okay, great. That's an amazing goal. Write it down. The other piece might be, I want to be able to work from home, or I want to work from home while I travel around the world and still have this amazing business. Great. Write it down. Once you have those top goals down, then you have to figure out, okay, how am I going to do it? Right? So if I'm going to climb Mount Everest, right, which I definitely am not, just for the record, I'm lucky to climb these hills we have here in Austin. So, but if I'm going to climb Mount Everest and I write that down on a sheet of paper, that's an amazing lifetime goal, right? How am I going to get there? I need, equipment. I need someone to, I need to do some research and figure out how and when and where to go. And I need help. I need a mentor or a helper or someone to help me get, because I had known nothing about climbing Mount Everest. So with your travel business, you're going to know enough if you've come from the industry, or even if you're brand new, you might be well-traveled and new to this industry. You're going to know enough information to get you started. You have the dream, you have that flame in you, enough to get those goals on the paper, but then you have to figure out what's my plan going to be? What am I going to do in the next 30 days to move me forward on this dream? So some of that might be checking into, research the industry, checking into tech that's useful, checking into how you're going to get set up, or if you're already in place and you're working in the industry, but you've been stagnant for year after year, or your client base, worse yet, is starting to decrease because you're running your business the same way year after year, and the landscape has changed in how we market and how we get clients in this industry. So if that's where you are, but you have these goals, then you have to you have to build your plan. What am I going to do about it to get there? So the last thing I had in here was have fun, guys. This is a fun industry. Even on your worst days, it's still the best job in the world. At least I think so. Because travel is amazing, amazing, amazing. And look, if you are in that place where you're feeling stuck, or you're not sure where to go next, take my free masterclass. It costs you nothing but an hour of your time to kind of, if you have those goals written down, it will give you some real takeaways today that you can do stuff differently in your business. And hopefully that will be a support to you and help you on your journey as you move forward. And if you're not already, follow our Facebook page, Careers on Vacation. You can request to join to our group. I do live streams there every Thursday on different hot topics. Tomorrow, we're actually doing one on social media. I just got back from VidCon a couple weeks ago and learned all the new changes, updates, trends for social media as they move forward. And it's a lot. Like, the landscape's changing. So what I do as an industry expert is I translate that for our industry and say, here's what we need to know. Here's what you need to pay attention to. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Stay motivated. Remember, you're not alone. Join our free community on Facebook. We'd love to have you there to interact and support you. No matter where you are in your journey, I wish you so much love, so much abundance, and thanks for watching the channel. Remember to hit the little subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell for notifications, and you'll know every time we have new videos. Thanks, guys. Take care.